Welcome back to Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Balsang. In this video, I'll explain the chi-square test, starting with the first test, which is test for population variance. A 5 marker will be based on this topic in the exam. So let's begin with the chi-square test for population variance. We'll first consider a random sample of size n, which is x1, x2, so on, xn. Then we all know that the sample mean is given by x bar equal to summation x by n. And if we cross multiply, we get n x bar is equal to summation x. I'll call this as equation 1. Then we also know that the sample variance is given by small s square equal to summation x minus x bar the whole square divided by n, which implies you cross multiply. So you'll get n s square is equal to summation x minus x bar the whole square, which I call as equation 2. Now, under this test, the null hypothesis is of the form H naught. The population variance is sigma naught square. That is, so in terms of notations, we know that the population variance is denoted by sigma square. So it means that sigma square is equal to sigma naught square. Usually, the value of sigma naught or sigma naught square will be given to us in the problem versus any one of the following alternatives. The first one is H1 sigma square is not equal to sigma naught square. That's a two-tailed alternative. The second one is H1 sigma square is greater than sigma naught square. That is a right-tailed alternative. And third is H1 sigma square is less than sigma naught square, which is a left-tailed alternative. Important note, if the word standard deviation is used in the question, then the form of the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis will be as given below. Here, the null hypothesis is of the form H naught. The population standard deviation is sigma naught. That is, we know that the population standard deviation is denoted by sigma. That means sigma is equal to sigma naught versus any one of the following alternatives. First is H1 sigma is not equal to sigma naught. Second, H1 sigma is greater than sigma naught. And third, H1 sigma is less than sigma naught. The H naught, the test statistic is chi-square equal to summation x minus x bar the whole square divided by sigma naught square, which follows chi-square with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. Or from equation 2, we get chi-square is equal to n s square by sigma naught square, which follows chi-square with degrees of freedom n minus 1. So depending on the information which is given, we use either the first form of the test statistic or the second form. Note that here the total number of observations in a random sample is n and the degrees of freedom is n minus 1 because 1 degree of freedom is lost or it is reduced from n because of the restriction in equation 1, that is n x bar is equal to summation x. Under the chi-square test for population variance, the conclusions change, and the first conclusion for a two-tailed test is you have to check if chi-square is less than k1 or chi-square is greater than k2, or if both conditions are satisfied at alpha level of significance for n minus 1 degrees of freedom, we reject H naught, otherwise we accept H naught. Then for a right-tailed test, the second conclusion would be if chi-square is greater than k2 at alpha level of significance for n minus 1 degrees of freedom, we reject H naught, otherwise we accept H naught. And third is for a left-tailed test, you have to check if chi-square is less than k1 At alpha level of significance for n minus 1 degrees of freedom, we reject H naught, otherwise we accept H naught. Let us now learn how to identify that a given problem is based on the test for population variance. First, the given problem will be based on only one sample of size n drawn from a population. Second is words like variance or standard deviation will be used. Third is we should be able to obtain three values from the problem, that is n, then sigma naught square or sigma naught, or s square and s. Or a set of x values will be given along with sigma naught square or sigma naught, and we calculate s square. Thank you all for watching, and look out for my next video where I'll find solutions to problems based on the chi-square test for the population variance.